Good morning, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to Fiscal Court. And I've asked today one of our contractors is with us with Perfection Group, Matt Callahan. If you'd open us up in the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, everybody stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call this meeting to order. The first item on the agenda will be the approval of the minutes from our previous meeting, and you all received a copy of those. Do you have any changes, or would entertain a motion to approve them?
Motion.
Second.
Motion, a second, to approve the minutes as provided. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, then the next item on the agenda is old business, and we have a sealed bid opening. Martin, you have those there?
I do.
For the voice over IP next gen 911 system. I guess that's the texting program.
And these bids were due no later than 4 p.m. April 24th. Looks like they're both time-stamped within that time frame. The first one is from Airbus, DS Communications. I don't know where the actual number is in here. I don't know. Aaron can probably find it.
Okay.
The next one see if you see a number in here. Another from Airbus. Bid from page 25, Dan.
I don't have a page number marked, but here's,
Find one somewhere.
yeah. Here.
$22,746. Is that over toward the back?
Yeah.
No, it's BTUs or something. $22,746. Are these the same?
Appears to be.
Aaron,
I haven't spoke with them. I'm assuming they sent two just for curiosity, to make sure they got here.
They've got, yeah,
It looks like we've got two bids from the same company. I guess we need to probably let,
we got 3 bids from the same company.
there's actually four.
How many copies did you request?
there's two
I think
copies of
there's
each.
2 copies in each.
Then that's probably,
RFP number 2017-0411. Looks like the same RFP. Guess they,
Keep those separate, and we'll let the committee look at them and see if there's a difference in what they've quoted there. Is this pressing to deal with this week, or do you want to?
We can look at it, we can just speed up the process, get our grant in early if we can.
If you don't mind, then could you meet then maybe with if Leslie and Dan, would you all go look at these and see if if there's a difference in what they've turned in there, I don't know why they've turned in 2 bids. But we'll take the best one if it meets
They're
specs.
exactly the same.
Whichever one looks prettier.
There's 2 copies in each sealed bid.
Pick the pretty one.
Becky, okay to go also, Judge, we probably need her in there too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Come on, Beck.
Okay, next item on the agenda will be new business. We need to request to advertise for reverse salt auction. That's coming up, I guess, in May is when they do that.
Motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
A second. Any further discussion on that? All in favor? Any opposed?
Do we need to make a motion to accept them bids for review? We didn't. Motion to accept them for
I'm
review.
sorry, we didn't have a motion to accept those bids for review in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I'll go ahead.
Yeah, go look at them.
Sorry about
Just wanted
that.
to make sure it was good.
Okay, let's see. Then we need a request to advertise for fiscal year 17-18 bids coming up. We're going to be having a little bid meeting tomorrow, I think, to talk about what all we want to advertise, but we need to get permission from y'all to go out to advertise.
Motion.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? And next, then we have, of course, we've got our surplus auction coming up, May 19th. Is that the date of that, I think? But we've got a list here. Actually, I've got 2 lists. You all have 1 or 2? I think it's,
Yeah, I think, that wasn't all on the one list, but
one of these is revised. Yeah, you've got 2 lists there. So whichever one is the more inclusive is the one we're gonna vote to surplus. Like this one here is the,
Judge, there will also be one more list probably at the next court meeting. Constable Wallace has some drug forfeiture vehicles that we need to, that we will be able to put into the surplus auction.
And there's 3 already over there.
I've got the paperwork. I'll get it together and bring it to the next court meeting for your approval.
and I understand too, the sheriff's department has some things that'll be coming in as well. But for now, this is what we've got.
Motion to accept the list for surplus? Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, let's go to our, let's see, I've got one more item on new business. We've got a vacancy at our road department. And I want to recommend Danny Mounts to fill that position as skilled labor. It's where Aaron Moran went to work, I guess, at the
Motion.
power plant. So
Second.
we have a motion, a second then to hire Danny Mounts, skilled labor. Any further discussion? All in favor? Any opposed?
When do we want to start? When does
2 weeks.
yeah, he'll need to give us 2 weeks' notice.
2 weeks' notice?
Whatever fits in the next period.
Okay. The next available date, can we put that in, Martin?
Yes, ma'am. You sure
Thank
can.
you.
This brings us to our department reports. Then I'll ask the sheriff, do you have anything this morning? Okay. Is there a jailer with us today? I didn't see him this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're here on the end. I was looking for you down there. Do you have anything for us today, jailer?
We're 403 this morning, so we're understaffed and working hard to try to figure it out. I don't know if there's gonna be any in, we look to be in probably 425 in the next,
Excuse me, David, did you say 403?
Have any, probably putting you on the spot here, any idea what percentage of those are local, state, federal, how that breaks down?
192 county inmates, and that's 40 over more than we've had since 2015, and it's down to 162 now. We had 96 go to circuit court last Thursday.
tell the sheriff to back off and quit bringing,
We do
quit,
not.
oh, we don't? No.
Can't do that to the county.
I know.
I know you're kidding me.
It's a tough situation.
You know, we're there to take everything that the law enforcement brings us. You know, people say, where's the end, where are you gonna stop at?
He wants you on,
Gotta get up here and talk.
I'm gonna quit, Ross.
Thank you. Coroner, do you have anything for us today? And Linda, saw you here, didn't I?
Not today, thank you.
All right, Stacy? We may have a quick meeting here. And then, our road department, Jordan, do you have?
Couple things today. First thing being your approval of your road work, and if you'll note on there, I think it was added in, we do 100 ton per district for blacktop, for patching or various patches. Being the blacktop's cheaper than using our cold mix product.
Hot mix, or
Yes.
hot mix.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I like hot. It
Motion
keeps
to
our,
approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the road work request. Any further discussion? All in favor? Any opposed?
And the next thing being approval for 3,000 ton of rock for the month of May.
Motion.
Second.
Motion and second to purchase 3,000 tons of rock. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries. Thank you. All right, so Aaron, do you want to go up here and talk about the bid or anything else to report?
Looked at the bids did meet specifications. I'd like to ask the court to accept the bids for the grant, so we can send all of it to the state.
Were those the same?
Yeah,
bid?
Yeah.
They just two copies?
the
Okay.
confusion is they requested copies, so that they sent duplicates of the same bid.
Okay.
It's just one bid.
And it does meet our specs?
Yes.
Okay, would we have a motion to accept those?
To accept the bid.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Solid waste, Danny, you have anything today?
I need to ask for approval to hire 3 people for seasonal work starting on May 8th. Blake Burton, Duncan Finch, and Dylan Wilson.
Motion.
Second.
We have motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thanks.
At all? Oh, we've got cleanup this week, right? You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we have the Highway 27 clean sweep going on Thursday. They're still looking for volunteers. I talked to Tammy this morning. They have 1,200 volunteers signed up to clean up 27 and side roads off of 27. So if anybody wants to come out and help us on Thursday, we're going to be doing from the Burger King lot down to the Taco Bell lot and back. As far as fiscal court's concerned, if anybody else wants to volunteer at any other areas, they're more than welcome to do that as well.
What time does that start?
It starts at 8 for volunteers. They're having a dinner at the center. I think 11 to 12. But if weather is an issue, we're working out the details. Leslie and I have talked about that. So if it's raining in the morning, we'll try to do it in the afternoon. But we don't even have to do it on that day. If we get rained out, we may try to do it on Friday. But it's we'll try early on Thursday morning for that.
Okay. All right, thank you. Adam, with shelter. Okay. Joan, you've got a couple things for us, I think.
Well, I have one item for your approval. It is the second budget amendment for fiscal year 2016-17. It'll increase receipts. It's for unanticipated receipts in various funds and line items, and it's to increase the receipts by $2,475,167. And this is an ordinance, so this would just be a first reading.
Motion. Second.
Motion second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, thank you.
The other item I have is, of course, we are right on budget time. I would like to ask to do a budget workshop with the magistrates. Of course, it would be an open meeting, public press would be invited as soon as possible to go over the 17-18 proposed budget so we could have a first reading at the next court meeting.
So are you just asking for permission to advertise that then? Is that what we have to do?
What I will advertise it, but if I need to know kind of what is good in the next couple of weeks for everyone. What would be a good time, any time better than others? Or do you want to just get back with me?
I'd say it'd be easier just to poll everybody individually and then just we'll advertise when it's gonna be.
Sounds good.
Is it all right? I'll work on that today and try to get,
Okay,
it may take us a while to coordinate it right here in court.
That's fine by me.
okay, thank you.
Me too.
Okay. Well, I would think Tuesday would, like a court day, that's normally a court day, would Tuesday work at about the same time?
What day are you off, Jason?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Or would
be
Wednesday
fine.
be better for you?
No, Tuesday.
Tuesday at 10 o'clock next Tuesday? Whatever that date is, May 2nd? May 2nd, would that work? Okay. We'll look at May 2nd at 10 o'clock. Thank you. That is all I have at this time. Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay. That brings us then to the next segment. There would be citizens' comments, and we would invite anybody that would like to speak to fiscal court to do so. We just ask that you would be on the agenda the day prior, and we just ask that you keep your comments professional and no personal attacks, and try to keep your time 3 minutes or less. So we have today with us Ron Ebling. I'd like to come approach the court. If you could do that, please, sir.
Well, thank you for your time. My name's Ron Ebling. I've been Pulaski County Electrical Inspector for about 21 years. I'd like to address the recent ordinance that changed the fees for the commercial inspections. In addition, the changes makes it very difficult to support my family and remain in business. I left a memo for you, and I hope that you received and had a chance to review it. In this memo, Pam and my wife, they did a survey of the surrounding 20 counties and the similar counties. And you can clearly see that this change is out of line with all the other counties. All 20 counties base their fee for commercial inspections on the size of the total electrical cost. And I ask that you reconsider the ordinance and change it back to the old ordinance. And I'd also ask you to approve a $10 fee for permits. It's long overdue. Russell County, they charge like $25, and all I'm asking is $10, and some of the other counties are up to $75. And that's all I have.
Questions? All right, well, thank you, Mr. Ebling. Appreciate you taking time to come in here and speak to us.
Thank you.
All right, any of you all have anything? No further business. We entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
Second, all in favor? You opposed?